YouTube. YouTube. Come on, buddy. Oh, there he is. There's good old YouTube coming through at the last second and not letting me know when it exactly comes over. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another RSG, the stream where we talk shop and have fun with you guys and talk about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I'm your host with the most, Ranger J1999, part of the RSG crew. And coming along with me for the ride is my heterosexual life mate, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, the Troll Extraordinaire.
Yep, I'm your troll with the pole.
That's right. Oh, I like that, Finn. Little spicy. Finn's growing up. I think he's getting a little...
It's Friday.
Starting to get a little sensation down there, and he's starting to notice girls now. Wow. All right. Grim is also here, the mechanic.
Hello.
All right. And we see you guys all in chat, so make sure you say hi in chat. Glad to have you guys here. Make sure you do say hi. We like to shout out everybody in the beginning, and then we'll do like we always do. Once we shout out you guys, we're going to suffer through mod depression. That's always fun. Oh God, I'm tired of getting my ass kicked. This has been a bad week for mod depression. It's just not been good rolls. But we'll continue on. We got to fight the good fight. If you want good mods, you have to just get in there and just dig and suffer and stuff. And then we'll get your questions. And the way the questions work, if you have a question you'd like to pose to us, the way we scoop it up, help Dr. Finn out. Make his life easier. Just put question in the chat, but make sure you put the word question in front of your statement, or he's not going to know.
Don't just say Dr. Finn, by the way.
Yeah, just put
there's
question.
A chance that if I
just
get
put
called
question.
to a meeting,
just it. Nothing else. Just question. And let's get that in there, and then we'll get we'll get them read out and answer your questions. No roster review today. We're just going to kind of answer more of your Q&A.
No, we do have a roster review.
Yeah, there is one.
Now I looked, and there was no what.
No, there is. There is.
One of
Stranger.
our.
No, it was there. I made sure it was updated this morning, well early before my meeting. It's there.
Yeah, it's one of the guys from the ANZGC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's there, Ranger. This time it's not me.
Kenobi! All right, let me get that fixed.
You did Jar Jar yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
No, his was posted there yesterday, too. I didn't have all the information, but I had his name in it. I posted
Don't let
information.
that sit there. All right, so we have a roster review today, but we'll still get to your questions, so get that in there. Say hi. Also, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to. We appreciate it if you would. Hit the thumbs up button. Lick the like buttons that we like to say. Subscribe if you haven't already. Our subscribers are going up. We're almost at 4,500, but I'm making the push for 5K, Finn. I think we can do it. Slowly but surely we can get there. And then if you want to do fun stuff, we have like bits you can get through Streamlabs, and you can do Super Chat, or if you're on Twitch, you can donate bits there, and it all pops up, and funny little things pop up all the time. So there you go. All right, that being said, everyone's saying hi in chat. Let me check the mod store real quick while I give everybody a chance to say hi and everything, and see if there's anything mod related that's worth getting in there. So far, not
Robert Johnson.
Okay, no.
Hey everyone,
sucks.
FYI, the ticket farm for Galactic Legend Ray is horrible.
Yeah. As someone who is doing it, I can tell you, it is garbage. Speaking of that, today later on, when I get done with my manual labor on the hill and getting some more supplies for tomorrow to work even harder on the hill, I will be doing tier 4 and 5 with Sir Loki. We're going to go through the team that we're going to use, modding, all that kind of stuff today, and then do the event. But yeah, the drop rates on tickets are oh boy. And the thing is, like, when you think you're done with tickets, you're never really done, because once I do tier 4 and 5, right? And then I got to start saving tickets for tier 6. It's 700 tickets, and the drop rate sucks. It's a lot of this. It's sad. It's sadness. Okay.
Is it just me, or does it seem like they keep on adding more depression into the game? First it was mod depression. Now it's ticket depression.
It's so bad. What were we gonna say?
Can we add a big announcement?
Yes. What's the big announcement, Finn? Besides that you've hit puberty. What else?
8 p.m. Eastern time tonight.
Right.
On the RSG channel.
Right.
McVenom will be solo hosting with some guests
Oh.
her first live stream where she will be covering the new mobile game she is playing, State of Survival.
Oh.
So you guys make sure to send.
We gotta support McVenom in that one.
Mm-hmm.
So
bring the skewer love for her. She's going to be starting. She's streaming a new game now.
All your bits ready to just constantly spam her with all the McVenom.
No, be nice. She's going to have guests and everything.
She's going to complain about getting bits and donations. Shut up, Vin.
But she's not going to want to do that to her guests. So we'll pause it occasionally because we do want to let her have a conversation.
Sure. But
this is going to be he's doing her own.
Wait. First Finn is all about getting his ass killed by McVenom with all this stuff, and now he wants to stop.
No.
Who are you, and what did you do with the old Finn?
I understand getting killed by McVenom. I don't want to get killed by her guests.
No. Well, okay.
I don't know on YouTube or on Twitch. They're playing zombie survival games, so it's possible that
is that going to be on YouTube or Twitch?
That will be on YouTube. In fact, the event is now up. It is set up, so you guys can make sure you check that out.
Okay. Well, I've checked the mod store. There was garbage in there as usual. So we're going
to support the McVenom.
Yes, we must support the McVenom. Let's say hi to all the skewers in chat. So let's see here. We got Each says Happy Friday. It's one of those days. In the background more today. That's all right. As long as you're there, that's all that matters. Happy Turtle Friday from Revenator. I'm just going to skip him. Dark Jar Jar with his Bubba Frick voice says, hey! Dr. Feelgood, he's the one that makes you feel all right. With the reminder to wash your hands, use soap, and then give baseball tokens.
Please dry your pickle responsibly.
Yeah, but he's got the baseball token in there as well. So, CBO97, my military brother from another mother, says, hello, RSG crew. Can't stop playing the Mando level of the Kara event. Yeah, he's pretty pimp. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Torn Jack
try to do that later today.
Yeah, Torn Jack says, "What's up, RSG? I really like what they did with Kara with her animations and stuff, man. I'm already working on Kara as we speak, man. She looks great.
Yeah, her animation.
God, that grenade throw, so awesome. And then the way she does her attack, where she's like goes up, knocks the crap out of him, and then at point blank range just lights him up, man.
Her animations are awesome.
Yes. That's what hey, as long as I can see her move in some form.
She has very nice animation.
Yes. Oh boy. Her pixels.
I don't know. I have to say, I am pretty impressed by the animations.
I gotta say
in the Mandalorian
stage. We can be positive about that because I didn't bring this up, but we did the Q&A yesterday, and worst Q&A ever.
That wasn't a Q&A, man. That wasn't a Q&A.
I don't know what that dumpster fire was, but that was just about the worst Q&A ever.
That was them showing that they don't know their game.
That was just them showing their ass.
I was legitimately sad.
You were angry, Fed. You weren't sad. You were pissed.
They were giving misinformation.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. Yeah. Like, they don't understand how defense works in their own game. That's bad.
Shocking. You know, I mean, some of the answers
why can you get over 100% defense? Well, it's because defense is a normalized stat. It's a flat number. So if you had 100 defense, it'll go up to 200 defense. If you had 120%, it'll go up to 220% or 220 defense. But that doesn't mean that your damage reduction is 100%. Defense is not a percentage stat. Defense is a flat stat that is modified by percentage. It is not potency. It is not tenacity. It is not crit chance. It is not crit damage. Those are the only percentage stats in the game.
I know.
Oh my God, they were just...
my favorite response, too, was also the ship one, where it's like, yeah, we're not planning on adding any new ships and stuff, but for the fleets. But we are looking to expand GAC to have more ships on defense, fleets and stuff. What? It's like, oh my God, man, these people are just...
The best one was, but it actually gave math, right? It's like, we have 41 ships and 8 capital ships. Can we expect more fleet to fill out these teams? Well, we're not really doing it on numbers and what the minimum is needed. We're just trying to change the meta. It's like, what? Are you stupid? What the hell? So you're introducing capital ships that have zero purpose because we don't have enough ships in order to field teams with them.
Right.
Like, so that's what you're saying. Like, really, just Awful.
I like the last GOTB one too, from a top player in a top 50 guild. Can you do anything about the imbalancing and stuff? No, we think it's pretty balanced. We're not doing anything. Like, okay, wow, shot that down immediately.
Well, I gotta admit though, they did succeed in one good thing.
What?
With this Q&A.
They brought the community together and hate against them?
No, we get to hear Darth Finity.
Yeah, don't be messing up
Channel
Matt.
that anger.
Seriously.
Finn.
Don't be messing up Matt.
Stronger.
What's the other
You mess
one?
up Matt. That's what I get.
There was another response that just drove me and Finn bananas. I'm trying to think about.
There was a few of them in there.
There's one I just had him in my head, and I can't think about what it was.
The original Grief Cargo one was annoying too, about why he wasn't a neutral tag. And they're like, well, because at the end of the thing, he was kind of helping everyone, and he was more of a light side, so we went with that. It's like, then why didn't you make Rey a Jedi? And they almost fell into that trap again, except then they said, well, if we made the Jedi tag, it would make it OP with Jedi Knight Revan, and we couldn't do that. I'm like, thank you. That is the reason. Stop with these asinine lore-type responses. That is not the reason why you didn't give her the Jedi.
Yeah.
You didn't give her the Jedi tag because she would be broken.
One was pretty bad. I'm trying to think of what else. There were some doozies in yesterday's responses. Oh God, I have to go back and look.
Oh yeah, the Mace Windu one.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Oh man.
I know the one that really pissed you off. Are we getting the Princess Leia portrait? Soon, TM.
Soon, TM on a Princess Leia portrait. Jesus. No, there was one other one that just really irked me, and I can't think of what it is because there's so much. All this, my brain's thinking about all this other crap too now. Since we started bringing it up, it'll come back to me. But oh my God, I just couldn't read it, man. Some of those responses, I was just like, "You've got to."
Here's what I'm hoping, though. Okay, I don't know if they're gonna do this, right? But here's what I'm hoping: the Soon TM was a joke because this is the only way that I'm actually going to acknowledge that the Soon TM may have been okay. And it is a hindsight thing, but it's the only way I can think of that it's okay. The Princess Leia portrait is given to everyone for free for May the 4th.
I think so. I hope so.
That is what I think is happening. It's a really bad response, and we have to wait like 2 weeks for it, where we just linger on the fact that they responded Soon TM to the Princess Leia one. But they are aware of the context of these kind of things. So if it is the like free portrait that everyone gets for May the 4th, then it's okay. I might let a lot of it slide. But outside of that, yeah, no.
Said no to Sandbox.
Outside of that or introducing it earlier, it's like no.
The response to the Sandbox mode.
I'm okay with the reasoning, but God, he went around the long route for saying no.
Right.
Like the most like semi-PC response for saying, yeah, no.
No. But I mean, they said that really what it comes down to in that is that they can't make money off of it. All this other nonsense that they were giving, and they have the right. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. And it's your game, you know. But just be honest about why you're not doing it. God, you know, if you say we just can't make profit off it, okay, cool, got it. Well, the response that we've seen other events that players just didn't participate in enough. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, man?
Oh, that reminds me. I think I know what you're talking about. What can you do in order to improve the Galactic Legend Rey and Kylo event?
Oh, yes,
what was the
that
feedback
one.
For that? The feedback was fantastic.
That one, the paper rock scissors. Yes,
the feedback was fantastic.
The feedback was fantastic. I hope they mean that they got a lot of feedback and it was fantastic. Not that the feedback they received said it was fantastic, because I know that is straight up a lie. Straight up, that was a lie. And it was funny, yesterday on Operation Metaverse, Gom did this thing. It's like, tell me which one of these is a question from a player and which one was put in by the devs. And then he read the two questions, and I'm like, oh my God, he's right.
Yeah, there are a lot of canned freaking questions in there.
There's also a lot of people putting in these kind of questions too. Like if you go through, so the way they do it, right? They go on the forums, they start their general Q&A post where Crumb does the edits, and then if you go down below, people are posting responses to questions as well, and or they're posting their questions in the forum post, not even submitting it to the Survey Monkey, and Crumb is reading that. So first off, that's just stupid. Like, why? Right? If you're going to set up the Survey Monkey for people to submit questions, just answer questions through that. Why are you bothering with people in the forums? Like, this isn't live anyways. But in any case, again, it goes back to how stupid this format is, and Crumb knows it and still does it. But then the issue is that there are some questions, like if you go through that forum post, you will see some questions being asked that you would wonder if the person posting is CG.
Yeah.
So it may legitimately be some of these, like it sounds like a dev made up this question, but if you go through the forum and you can see in public some of the questions that are posted, yeah, some of them would make you question whether or not they were like CG employees trying to get in the opportunity for them to say something good about the game.
All right.
So it's not always just like a dev canned question.
I know, but it was just funny to listen
to. I know.
To
No, it's bad. I'm aware.
All right, so who else we got in the chat? We got Torn Jack says, what's up, RSG? Foreigner says, hello there, skewers. Glad to have you guys here. Hello there. Fedichico with the morning. Darth Vader 7 says, hello. Today's Clone Wars episode was awesome. Yeah, I've got halfway through it. I can't wait to see the rest, but so far I'm just like, oh, it's so unbelievably good. Durgan says, hi in chat. Hey, Durgan Gergen. Contingent 33 says, hello, everyone. Hello there. Bill Butlucker says, TGIF RSG, worst Q&A ever yesterday by CG. This is why CG shouldn't drink while they're working from home. That's true. Dr. Feelgood says, hi in chat as well. This one makes me feel all right. Zalo Takedown from Takedown Games. Check out his channel. Says, hey, everyone. Hey, Stoner Jedi. Durgan says, Anakin kills Count Dooku. Really? Oh.
Damn it, Durgan!
No, that's an episode 3 spoiler. Zoloff Zero says, bring on the pain. Mod pain, it's coming, buddy. Keyboard the Planet Eater says, hi everyone, I'm hungry. Of course Keyboard's hungry. I think Keyboard is like 5'8", like 100 pounds, like model skinny, and just eats constantly and never gets full. That's what I just picture Keyboard looking. I think she's a ginger too, like me. So she's a daywalker.
She's not. She says she's a brunette.
Oh well, I tried. Who the Hut says TGIF skewers, TGIF. Anyone have some fun weekend plans? Yeah, it's called. What am I doing? Oh yeah, working on the hill. And I told my mom today, like, I need to get some more bourbon. If I'm going to be up there busting my ass on that hill, I need comfort afterwards because I hurt so bad. I need some alcoholic purification for after that. Robert Johnson's here. Says, hey everyone, FYI, the ticket farm for Galactic Raid is horrible. Yes, we discussed it. It sucks. All right, let's see who else we got here. It's just updated for me. So I have to go back up. Let's see here. Nobunaga says, aloha there. Aloha to you. Contingent 33 says, Kairos and Winkley. Oh, well, shocking. Speedo Kills is here, but he has a question. We'll get to those in a little bit. Dobby's here from Hogwarts with Harry Potter. Says, hello, everyone. He's a free elf, Finn. Glad to have you here, Dobby. Lord Megatron's brought the Decepticons with him. Says, happy Friday, everyone, as he plans world domination. Corinth is here, our friend from our DM, our Dungeons and Dragons. Says, yay, Friday, indeed. Buzzsaw VG says, hello, I spoke on the CG poll. Nothing more to say about Galactic Legends. Yeah, I saw his response was, mwah. Paul Bracamonte says, CD. CEEDEE. Am I missing something? What is that supposed to be referencing to? CD? I don't know. Mm-hmm. But he's here. Thank you for being here, my friend. Grande Verga says, Kara is skilled with the Electro Jacker. Yes, she is. Well spoken, sir. Who else we got? Palpatine's Nips is here. Says, Finn's pissed with the Pizzed. Yes, he is. And he says he likes Darthinity. All right. So he likes
that was so bad.
He likes your anger.
That was so bad yesterday.
Makes you stronger. Gives you focus. Let's see. Anybody else? What else need 3? CG has butter screening their responses for them and taking out any negative ones. There you go.
God.
Oh.
Poor Butters. Oh, that episode was so sad. God, and then he was then taking away the Twitter messages from Vin Diesel and Demi Lovato and Steven Seagal. Yeah. Oh my God.
Fantees here. Glad to have you here. Fantees says everyone's happy with those Django audio. All that matters to CG. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Hawthorne's here. Glad to have you here. They seem to think we want PvE elements with Sandbox Mode. We just want to be able to test PvP teams against other players. How hard is that? Well, it's pretty hard. To them it is. Nathan H. is here. So good morning, skewers. Hello there, Ranger and Finn. Hello there, Nathan H. Ronan Zai says, hey. Hey, Ronan Zai. Hermit Fulgrim's here. He says, woo woo. Glad to have you here. Darsign 1972 is popping in, says happy Friday, and I think that's all the names for now. All right. That being said, now it is that time of day where Ranger J 1999, being the mongrel stupid idiot that he is going to go in and try to do some mod slicing. That's right. We're going to try to slice some mods here and get some of that good old fashioned depression you guys are used to. So we're going to look for let's see, which mod do I want to do? Let's see. This got protection. I'd really like this to hit speed, so we're going to go for it. So here we go. With the roll, we're only going to do one mod today. Let's see if we're going to have a good mod depression day or bad mod depression day. And, ooh, we hit speed. Well, we'll just have to save that mod for later. Very nice. So,
why did you hit that mod?
I hit it like a minute.
I know, but it was a green that didn't hit speed on the first one.
Yeah, but I mean, it had nice protection. I just wanted to get it, get some decent speed on it. Because I could still technically get it to 18, 19. And then I'll have a nice circle that's got protection. They have reason for, my madness there, Finn. Certain mods I do, certain mods I don't. Now, if I didn't have protection, me, I've already sold the damn thing. So I don't just do this because I enjoy it, Finn. I do it because it's what must be done. All right, so yeah, a +6.
I'm not sure about that. I wonder.
No, that's pretty much how it works, Finn. You know it.
You sure you're not a sadist?
There's only one sadist here, Finn, and that's you.
Well, I mean, I never denied such
Don't
things.
lump me into your S&M games. I'm not interested. Dextertronic series says, good morning, Skewers. Good morning, Dextertronic. Glad to have you here, buddy. Bad Rongo popped in. Hey, Bad Rongo. All right. So we got that done. Let's not mess around with our feng shui. Let's get into our roster view today, and let me pull that up. And today we are doing Lego Calrissian 2187, and they are in the guild. Of course, our friends over at the Australian New Zealand Guild Coalition, ANZG, with some of our friends like Zerial and Heinze and Heinze. I'm sorry, I say Heinze. But Heinze and the rest, we love those guys. Really good group of folks over there. And they want a roster review today, so we will oblige. And Lego Calrissian says, the main question is where I should focus on to improve my overall roster. I'm focused on guild events, TWTB and GAC. Not improving my raid scores. I can take first in both arenas if I have time to climb before my payout. I was thinking going for Galactic Legend Kylo, but if you guys could give a free recommendation, that'd be great. Also, if you can find me some 25 speeds, that would be great. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. I can't even get them myself. Okay, we're not getting that. My speed mods are terrible. Doesn't matter how long I spend on them, I can't get a decent speed set going. Let's just talk about that. I just suffered through it. It's a numbers game, man. Listen, Lego. Let me tell you something, buddy. You just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and just do it some more. And when you get sick of it, you do it some more. It's a numbers game. We'll look at your overall mods here and stuff, but yeah, it's not good. So you're just gonna have to suffer like the rest of us peasants. And yeah, I can't help with. Yeah, you're just gonna have to keep pulling them, man. Just got to keep slicing and dicing, man. That's all you can do. All right, let's see here. So we're looking at Lego. He's got 4.6 million GP. Doing well. And, like he said, when he's got the time, he can take one in both. And he has taken one. So it's a time constraint, which I understand totally. But you do have the team to do it. You got your gas and you got your Kenobi fleet looking solid as hell. Very nice. I like it. That's a really good job. So let's take an overall look. Let's go right to... Seen a lot of good stuff right off the bat. A lot of good relics and stuff. So let's look at where you are with First Order. And then we'll look at your resistance as well and see where you are. You said you want to go for Supreme Leader Kylo. Alright, Hux and Sith Trooper are done. That's the good thing. Let's see here. Just need First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot done, and then you'll be squared away. What else are we missing here? I feel like we're missing one. Let's see. Stormtrooper, Phasma, Executioner, Officer Kylo Ren, TIE Fighter. Oh, I keep forgetting we have Veteran Chewbacca. Yeah, the correct answer was Veteran Chewbacca. I'm sorry, Veteran Han Solo. That was the correct answer. Are we missing one? I guess we're missing one here. No, we're not. We got everybody. Yeah. All right, so let's see where your Vet Han is. Where's old Vet Han? Here it is, a 7-star Gear 12 Cara Dune. Good for you, man. God bless you, sir. Alright, so it's a Veteran Han, 7 stars. And then we need Palpatine. Let's go to Empire and look at that real quick. Palpatine's 7-star Gear 12. Okay, good. So, knowing that you got to get Han, old Vet Han, up. You got to finish Special Forces. I don't know how close you are. I mean, here's the thing. Looking at your roster really quickly, my friend, I don't think you have any problems anywhere else. You've got gas, you've got the Revens, you got everything, man. We'll go for just for everyone to see, like, you've got what you need. At this point, if you want to go for Galactic Legends, I mean, go for it, brother. I'm going to tell you, once you commit, you got to go all in, man. This is a long, long farm for one of these, right? Let me just tell you. You got to get first hurdle is getting the characters to Relic. Gearing them up and relicing. That's just to get the event open, so then you have to start farming tickets. Right? That's the next hurdle. And you will continuously farm tickets for a long time. On top of that, then you start doing the actual event. And you do Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Enjoy Paper, Rock, Scissors. And then you unlock the character. Then the next hurdle is you have to gear the character. And I don't mean just gear the character to like 12 or 13 and just barely Relic. You got to take that butt muncher to Relic 7. Because you have to do Tier 4, Tier 5, and Tier 6. Again, getting more tickets to go do that. So you can get to Tier 6. And then you have to basically collect 700 more tickets on top of that to get the ultimate abilities done. So you have the ultimate done for your character. So when I say you've got to commit all in, you got to commit all in. So, but the good thing about where you're at, Lego, that I can see is that you are there. We'll check real quick, but I didn't see anything when I initially looked that said, nope, you need to go work on this or something first. Your Galactic Republic is off the chain, Relics to the teeth, no problems there. We know your gas team is fantastic. You know, we saw your Sith Empire. I'll show this for everybody. He's got a Relic 7. I saw, Relic 7 across the board. Could Relic Marauder if you ever get bored, but I like a Marauder that's Relic. He hits so hard. But that's Tiki Tac. None of your teams that I'm looking at, I mean, look at your Separatists. I mean, and eventually you'll get your Watt squared away. He's 5-star, but he's got his Zeta on, so you know the rest of your team is just there's nowhere on your roster that I go, well, you need to work on that team, or that team's not quite squared away. Yours are squared away. I mean, yeah, you're good, brother. Let's go in and get that. We'll go look at resistance real quick, but I mean, you said you wanted Kylo, and I don't have any problem with that. Yeah, you're ready for First Order. You're not even close on resistance. You still have to do Poe, Holdo, Tico, Hero Finn. Yeah. So I would say First Order's Supreme Leader Kylo is definitely something you can go for. So let's go do that. Let's go get Supreme Leader Kylo. It's time. Your roster is very much in the position to do that, man. I mean, the fact that you have a 7, you got cartoon squared away. That's awesome. I took mine to 4, and I've got her to Gear 7, but I'm waiting because I'm finishing up my Rey. Then I may do some Bounty Hunter 11 before I start working on that my own Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, because After doing one Galactic Legend, I still have to get her ultimates. I'm just exhausted. I really am. It just sucks the life out of you. Character's worth it, man. Both of them are so worth it. It's not even funny. You will get much bang for your buck with either one of the characters. They both work great in TB. I mean, Supreme Leader Kylo in TB is stupid. Rey in Lightside so far, I've used her and I've been 4 for 4 with everything. The droids cannot kill that team, and she just wrecks. She just totally wrecks.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to complete any of the content in the game, get a Galactic Legend because they can pretty much do it by themselves.
They're just stupid, man. And it's so dumb. But I think you're in a great position. Get your Kylo, and then do what you need to do. Stay focused because you're going to have to commit, man. People don't understand getting those characters to relics at the level that they are. It's a couple that are 3, but majority are 5 or higher, and that ain't easy, right? I have basically tapped out all my resources for working on anything else.
But there is a bonus to doing it because you're getting a bunch of really good characters.
Yes.
Well, minus a couple like Rose Tico.
Yes, and even Rose is not that bad. I mean, I'm using.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not saying she's horrible, but she's nowhere near as good as she used to be before they nerfed Finn.
Yeah, but under a Galactic Legend Rey, I'm using just for fun. We're using her on our defense in GAC, and it's getting defenses. They are taking out my Galactic Legend, but they're having to use 2 teams, and then it basically hoses them on the rest of their matches. So if you look at the GAC yesterday, they took out my Galactic Rey, and I didn't have the ultimate team with her, but. Oh my god, they struggled against everybody else because they had to focus so much on Galactic Legend Rey. So, yeah, it's worth it. So get your Supreme Leader Kylo, and then you'll be good to go. The other thing you wanted us to look at was your mods. Let me see. Is that what he said? Yeah. So you want to look at mods. So let's go to your mods. Finn, have you had a chance to look at the mods, Mr. Mod Whisperer?
I'm looking now. Sorry, I was distracted by work stuff.
He's
got a 27 speed on Revan.
He said he just got that yesterday.
Oh,
he said he got that just yesterday.
And you're talking about the 20.
Yeah, he didn't have anything, but yesterday managed to get a 27.
So there you go. That's actually a 28.
You need to slice that.
Yeah, just slice it. Yeah, 28. Yeah.
You also have like another Holy Grail mod. You have a 21 speed secondary arrow.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. You have 2 of them. Holy crap! You have a 21 speed on 5s right now.
5s, yeah.
Yeah, you have a couple of little like Holy Grail modded ones there. That's really good. I mean, yeah, overall, your top 20, you may not have a lot of them, but you've done a good job. What I'm seeing is maybe not as many speed sets.
Yeah.
Wow, why are these not on your arena team?
His gas team? He doesn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, he's getting rank 1, so he's spreading it around. I don't have an issue with him doing it that way.
Yeah, he can get rank 1.
He can get rank 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said his main issue is just timing.
Yeah.
But he can get rank 1.
But yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the mods where they're at. I absolutely have no problem with that. So, I mean, he's got a fast speed set on Rex. That's all you need. The rest of the gas team does not need speed. I mean, speed is a secondary stat. You're mainly focusing on their offense and things of that nature. So, I mean, if you have your gas around 240, you're good. With offense set with protection and all that other stuff. Yeah. I mean, Arc needs offense. 5s needs defensive mods, health mods, and health mods with health and protection. So that once he sacrifices himself, all that health and protection goes to your other characters, and that makes them stupid. So yeah, I don't have any problem with that. I do see what you are saying, that he needs more speed sets above 20. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 mods that are 20. He has a 19 and an 18, but yeah. I just keep working on it. I mean, there's no magic to this, man. You just have to, like, you got one yesterday, brilliant. Get those gold mods out of the store that are 5 speed. Anytime that I see a speed set that's got 5, I buy it because I'm going to roll that and try to hit speed. The rest of the time you're just slicing and dicing, man. I mean, that's all you can do. It's a numbers game. You just have to just influx your mods with you just keep pulling them and keep slicing them until you get the mods that hit speed. There's just nothing else for it. You can't really do anything else. I mean, and even the ones you get 5, the ones you buy out of the store, you've got a 1, I don't even know what the percent, it's like 0.1% or something. It's something stupid low, but when you hit, it's beautiful. I mean, I've got a lot of mods that are up in the same range yours are, and that's because I got a couple of them from the store that hit. You just see it hit. It's like 66666. You're like, oh.
Yeah, mainly because it's like, why wasn't I recording that? Why did it have to
it never happens. And all the time I've done mods on the stream, man, I've hit one that hit above 20. And then one that hit 19, and then we slice it to 20. That's it. And that's thousands of mods that I've done on screen. Off screen, I hit them all the time. And it's just like, really? It's like I'm cursed on RSG when I slice. That's why I have mod depression. I don't have mod depression when I'm working on them offline. They just hit. But when I'm on camera trying to share the good fortune with all you guys, Christ. Boy. All right, anything else, Finn, with the mods? I don't have any problem, and I'm looking at the characters that are on there.
It's hard for me to comment on what to do with mods because he's able to get rank 1 when he can attack.
Yeah,
right?
The other mods are on characters they need. Yeah, like Basla and Revan.
So you can distribute your mods however you want, as long as you're able to get rank 1 if you're going for it. Yeah, no issues.
Or I mean, yeah.
I don't have
the only thing like we were talking about earlier. The only thing I can see is farm more speed sets.
That's all you can do.
Pretty much it, dude.
That's all you can do, man.
A really good selection of mods there.
I mean, let's be Lego. Your roster's top notch, man. There is nothing here that just makes me go, oh no. I mean, this is really potent, dude. I mean, for 4.6, roughly 4.7 million GP roster, this is dynamite, dude. This is fantastic. Mods, we need more speed sets, but that's just the only thing, man. I mean, Relic 7. Darth Revan, he's 322 speed. It needs to be above 330, but you just have to do that slowly as you get more mods and stuff. That's all you do.
Actually, there is one thing that I'd like to point out. Or at least ask them. Let me know how well Cara Dune works, said Gear 12, with her Zeta.
Oh, yeah.
Please, after you've used her for a little while, please PM me in Discord and let me know if she's...
But if you're wanting... I know the big thing you want to know, Lego, is should you start for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren? Yeah, it's time. Go do it. You're in that position, man. All the rest of your teams are squared away. Just keep working on your mods at the same time and start working on getting those characters up. It's going to be, you're gonna hate it, but it is rewarding when you get them. Right? It's just the sheer nonsense of it. It sucks. But yeah,
well, he's on his way there though.
Yeah, it's just you've got the First Order in a good position. You got to get your vet Han with some gear, but most of your characters are pretty right where they need to be. So it's just relicing them now. So start your relic process. Get them going.
Really good GAC teams out of it as well.
Well, I don't know about 2.
Yeah, Supreme Leader Kylo with anything, and then you got the First Order.
No, that's not how that works. God damn it, Graham.
Actually, yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. God damn it, Graham. That's not how this works. You can have a decent secondary team, but I wouldn't use it for... Because you're going to use... excuse me. For your Supreme Leader Kylo, you're going to have Hux and Sith Trooper on there, probably crew, and then one more. That doesn't really leave you a solid team in the secondary. It just doesn't. I mean, it's not conducive. Now, Resistance, you can a little bit more because, I can go Galactic Legendary with New Hero Finn and New Hero Poe with, say, 2 other characters. I could put Holo in there, and I'm using Rose. Works really, really well, right, in GAC. That still leaves me JTR, BB-8, Stick Ray, Finn, and I can throw R2-D2 on there, and that's a really good team that could take out a lot of stuff. We've been doing that in GAC. First Order is a little bit different, because if you take crew, what you want on there, with Hux, Sith Trooper, the new Supreme Leader Kylo, and let's say you put Executioner, or First Order Stormtrooper, one of those 2. What does that leave you for the secondary team for First Order? Well, Phasma lead, the pilots, First order officer who I like, but he's not as good without that. You can put a Colorado in there. And that team is not as effective as it really. You can maybe use that for a cleanup on offense, or maybe as a just a team to put in the back and defense as a surprise. Maybe you may do something, but yeah, it's not as in depth as say Resistance, and that's just because of the design of the team. But man, oh man, that Supreme Leader Kylo team, woo! Let me tell you something, folks. That's a nasty team. Oh boy. You better kill you some Sith Trooper in the beginning. I've learned that lesson facing those Galactic Supreme Leader Kylos, because you don't want him getting loose. I don't give a crap about Kylo.
Well, even when he's not with Supreme Leader Kylo, he is one of the.
He's still even without it, even on first order team.
Knight, Anakin, I mean, he is insane once he gets going.
He's pretty stupid. So,
like,
and I'm farming.
All of a sudden, while the first order dies, and then he blows your team away, literally like a 200k hit to everybody.
All right, so I ain't really got much more for you, Lego. This is a fantastic roster. I think you should go for Supreme Leader Kylo. Keep working on your mods. There's no magic potion that's going to make you get them any better other than doing that. But this is in the part of the stream where we'll let you ask any questions you have. So Lego, if you have a question, pop it in the chat while we're waiting to see what Lego has to say. If you would like a roster review, Dr. Finn, how does someone get a roster review from RSG?
Simple. Head on to the RSG Discord, message me, Infinity, saying that you want a roster review. Please include your GG page, and if you're also a green VIP or higher, make sure that I respond to you saying you are in the queue. If I don't respond to you saying you are in the queue, the chances are I just missed it. I'm not ignoring it. So just message me again. I don't mind. But once I say you're in the queue, I've added you to the list. Then we go through our queue order, get you, and as your spot comes up, I will message you saying that your roster review is coming up. We will schedule you on a particular day, so you know exactly when you can stop by to see your roster review live on stream, and I'll get the information from you about what you want us to review for you, and then we will take it from there.
There you go. Perfect. So just want to see if there's any questions from Lego that he might have for us. Might be on a little delay over there down under in Australia. Or maybe he's in New Zealand. I don't know. Maybe he's a Kiwi. I don't know these things. Let's see what if there's any questions from our good friend Lego Calrissian.
No, you're just saying his 27 speed started as a green mod, so
yeah. I mean, I've had a couple that have hit like that from green mods too. You know, so it
but he just said no questions for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, whenever you want, Lego. If you do have any
questions,
if you have any
questions moving forward,
just message us.
Yeah, you can message us directly, man. We do that for everybody that we do a roster review for. So if you have any questions or anything like that, hit us up, man. That's what we do. All right. Speaking of questions, I think we can get back into the questions now portion of the show. There, Finn. You know, the questions of the fans.
It is not. It'll cost you question portion.
Questions of the questions. Those kind of questions.
You said portions, and you didn't do the...
It's time for the portions.
Yes. See, that's what I was waiting for. I like it.
I'll give you 1 1/4% half of a portion.
I like it, boys. All right. Let's see. First question.
He said it's 2:43 a.m. here, so I'm off to bed. Good Lord, get some rest, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Night.
Nighty-night, my friend.
Take care.
Yeah, he was off, so that's why we set it up on a Friday, because that way he could watch.
And get some rest. You deserve it, my friend. Go get some rest.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. Questions. First off, Revenator, is CG trying to get back at the whales and krakens for not buying the never-before-seen mod packs? The Q&A was a giant slap in the face to all types of players in the game.
It was pretty awful, man. I
don't think they realized that they were doing bad.
No.
This is the problem. They live in their own little insulated bubble. They don't understand their own game, right? They view it from a coding perspective, which is common.
Yeah.
Coders will see their game from a very technical, mechanical perspective. Now, it's sad that they don't even do beta testing because it makes it worse because their technical and mechanical parts are broken. But regardless of that, they view it very much from the just the way that it runs perspective. We view it from the content perspective, and there is a disconnect. And they do not seem to care about said disconnect. And yesterday, with the questions that they picked, yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. It really does make you question if they ever play their game, if they even cared about being competitive, if they know the details about the game. I mean, I honestly wonder if some of them have even done anything with mods to the point like we are, where they understand what the problem is with mods and incorporating new players into the game and those kind of things. Like, I don't think they have that kind of insight within their team, and they don't do anything to bring that insight from outside.
Yeah.
Because they don't get community opinions. Like, okay, they talked about that guild, the TB guild officer post where they're trying to get like feedback about what guild officers and stuff want. They did this before. They didn't do it exactly the way we wanted, right? They made changes to TB in order to help guild officers with TB, and they added some things. They didn't do it in the way that players wanted. And so it was good for officers, but it was still not what we had asked.
Didn't that also end up in them like banning tunes from TW and all that stuff?
I don't know if they were related with each other, but that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I did finally get the 3 job postings. I did get my first denial. So it says, thank you for your interest, but we will not be moving forward with your application. So that was for the senior product manager. I was denied. So there we go. So let's I'm 0 for 1. We got 2 more. We'll see what happens.
Did you mention RSG in your application?
No,
that was the problem.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't.
Oh, okay, good.
Well,
good.
I was gonna say, because if you mentioned RSG, I can see why. They're like, okay. Yeah.
It's not like I started the email like, I'm Ranger J 1999.
We were watching your live Q&A, and we have decided to not move forward with your application.
I got that right after the Q&A. So I was like, oh, snap.
We saw your live reenactment, and we have decided to not move forward with your application.
I'm surprised they didn't have a meme of someone giving me the bird or something like, butthole.
Are you sure it wasn't there, hidden?
Yeah, I looked. Yeah, I was looking for it. Yeah.
Because you know how Chrome likes the puzzles.
It would be like the guy that is reading the application is like hey guys, check out this.
It's funny because I applied back in the day for a higher level position, and I remember Crazy somehow got a hold of it, and she actually messaged me and was like, "Did you apply?" I was like, "I did." She's like, "Oh, yay!" It's like, I thought that was you. I saw it, and I was like, "Yay!" But I didn't get it. She was like, "Oh." So we'll see what happens.
Ranger's gonna join and just cause a commotion.
Oh, you're damn right I am. I'm gonna get that shit fixed.
All right, next question.
Because I'll be in the meeting like, no, that's not how that works. What are you talking about, man? We can't put that out.
Yeah, and they won't care. Speedo Kills, question. We're seeing Malik and even Zeta Barris with Galactic Legend Kylo. What's the toughest Galactic Legend comp y'all are seeing in your various arena shards?
I'm not really seeing... I mean, so it's different if you don't have a Galactic Legend. So facing Kylo and stuff, it's just a matter of... because your Rey's going to be faster. She goes first.
I'll be right back,
and then you make the move. I'm not seeing those comps anymore. It's mainly first order because of some of the changes and stuff. So sometimes I'm seeing Hux, mainly Hux lead, but I just go after Sith Trooper and then burn the rest of the team down and stuff. I go right after Kylo and stuff. So it just you get to play around with it, and I'm still playing around with it and learning. But I'm not really having any problems. But I have my own Galactic Legend, so outside of that, I don't know what the hell you do, man. Because good Lord in heaven, these guys. I mean, Rey with against anything else, it's a slaughter. Like, I'm facing Relic 7 gases and just destroying them. And people that have Relic 7 gases and stuff are like, they can't beat it. And I don't even have her ultimate yet. That's even going to make it a little bit easier, because if you can get your ultimate off first, it's basically game over. Yeah. It's pretty brutal. And people that don't have it, basically my shard is like top 10 or it's basically Galactic Legend or not. It's that simple. Either you have it and you're competing, or you don't. And if you don't, then there's like one or two guys that we will, like, I'll put my Hermit Yoda in for certain guys that are part of the shard chat so they can get some payout. But they can't beat our teams, and mine's not even done yet. Mine's not even Relic 7 yet, and they're having struggles. They're messaging me like, hey, can you put in a weaker team? Like, yeah, I can. I'm like, God damn, it's that bad? And they're like, yeah, it's that bad. So, yeah.
Well, like, most of the Galactic Legends can beat most teams by themselves.
Yeah, it's brutal. So I feel your pain out there, folks, for Arena. It's these characters are just stupid. But Kylo can easily defeat Rey, and Rey can easily defeat Kylo on offense. So it's not that bad. I mean, I the first time I did Rey versus Rey, I had to figure out the way to kill it. But I mean, once I did, you have to be careful, because if you don't, you'll time out. But if you get the kill order, I usually go out there Finn and then just start working my way around. You'll be fine. But I have timed out as I did land something. I'm like, oh no! Like, it was my Rey and Finn versus their Rey and Finn. I'm like, crap. We just kept going back and forth. It was like, oh god. So yeah.
Okay. Next question is from Dart Jar Jar. It says, do you think CG thinks we don't want a sandbox mode because we don't always use all of our attempts for the marquee event?
No, they know we want a sandbox mode, but they can't make any money off of it.
Yeah,
so
that's a cop out. I'm sorry, you can't use the marquee, because usually when we do marquees, we're not doing all 5 battles just to keep repeating it. We do it, we get the characters and get out of there. You know, I mean, marquees are cool, but they're not that extraordinarily fun. I mean, you get to go in there and play around with it and stuff, but that's it. You know, it's not like you want to do the same crap over again. You know, some people do, but that's not a good testing, pull to say, oh, this data shows this. No, that's not how that works. Again, not understanding how the game works and how the players react to this stuff. You know, it's not like you introduce.
And I'm okay with their reasoning for not.
They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. It's totally cool, right? I mean, hey,
their reasoning is fairly straightforward, right? Sandbox mode is something that will be used occasionally by all players to try and test out different. It's not going to be
not for PvE, for PvP. We're not
for PvP,
doing,
correct.
Yeah,
for
but they
PvP.
said PvE purposes too, and I was like, "What game are you playing?"
Well, PvE you could if you wanted to test out certain mechanics, for example. It's not the easiest thing, but you could. But the other part too, right, is that it's going to be used occasionally when players want to test out something. It's not going to be used consistently, and here's the problem: they can't really get people to go into that game mode whenever they want. Right? They can't incentivize sandbox mode to be utilized. Every other game area, they can find a way to get you to go in there and click. Right? Anything with the guild thing is anytime there's a TB or a TW, you get yourself galactic event tokens. You're going to go in there, you're going to try, you're going to get. You're going to go into the GAC every time the event is up. So you can either just sign up, it doesn't matter, but it shows up as activity and you have signed up. Sandbox mode is going to be something that's going to sit there, and they're not going to be able to show that they can drive any kind of traffic. That means that they're not going to be able to drive any kind of money from it.
Well,
that's the reason why. And it's fine. I'm okay with that reason from a business perspective, but just be honest about it the same way you eventually said that you're not giving Rey the Jedi tag because a Jedi tag would make her broken as hell under Jedi Knight Revan and Jolie. Like, it's not that hard to figure out.
Well, like, to be honest, all they need to say is, if you want a sandbox mode, spend the crystals to do more arena battles. There you go. That's what they want you to do.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that as a response too. Like, that's what arena is. You can do extra attacks, and we can increase the attacks if you guys want, or even make it lower. Like, reduce the cost a little bit on arena refreshes, and that might help. But they're trying to give PC answers when the players know what the response is, and the question keeps coming up because they don't answer it just flat out. who was it? It was Top Hat, right? They gave like a 5-page dissertation on why they're not giving a sandbox mode. It's not that hard. I think everyone will understand it. They may not agree, right? And this goes back to Carrie as well. Carrie says some things that maybe you don't agree with, right? But she gave you the honest answer, whether you liked it or not. And that's what players need. Players need the honest response, whether we like it or not. We'll be happy, we'll be upset, we'll go through the whole gamut of emotions with what you said. But that is the way that we expect it. We want the information, let us process it, we'll tell you whether we like it or not, and then it's up to you whether or not you're going to change it. They're not giving us the information. They're trying to like weasel in their explanations, and they're trying to make it more PC here and trying not to make you angry there, and then not really giving a straight up answer. They could just say, yeah, we know you guys want it, so we keep it on our list, but we don't have it as a priority at all because we don't see it as being profitable for the game. And I'd be like, yeah, that's a reasonable answer. The same way they said, yeah, we can't give Galactic Legend Rey the Jedi tag because under Jedi Knight Revan, she would be broken. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm fine with that. Like, that's a reason, right? We can have the argument, should her kid have been changed so she could have the Jedi tag, and is it more important for lore or kid? Like, all of these are community discussions that get players invested in the game. Like, we like having these kind of discussions. Like, would it be better, right? And I think Ranger and I could have this discussion for like an hour if we wanted to. Would it be better for Rey to have her kit with no Jedi tag, or have a little bit of a weaker kit, but get the Jedi tag so she can then work as a Jedi with Jedi Knight Revan? We could have this discussion. We could have discussions with other people about it. But they don't do that. They like dictating the narrative, and they come up with crap that really messes things up.
Yes, they do.
So it's just sad. But, yeah. All right.
And I blame Finn.
I do too.
I mean, not wrong. All right. Speedo Kills. Did anyone notice that the arts and sound section was the biggest Q&A part? Follow up. Did we just get trolled by the arts and sound department?
You did.
Okay. So arts and sound did have the largest section. I think and their section by itself, I think, was longer than all the other ones combined. Maybe content and general were close. They were pretty long too. The general and the content were both pretty long. I have no issue with them focusing that much on the art and audio stuff. Like, I don't really have an issue with them answering those questions. But the problem is they're doing it. So this time I actually thought arts and audio would have been a fun part of this if they didn't give those dumbass answers for the other ones.
Right.
Like, before I saw the responses to the other questions, I'm like, yeah, there isn't. We just got Galactic Legends. People are working through it. I know the rock, paper, scissors thing is probably going to be an issue, but the rest of it is like, okay, we'll see. Maybe we can have some good art and sound stuff. But they overdo it. And then they give crap answers for the important things, and everything just gets muddied.
Right.
The poor arts and sound department just get, like, thrown under the bus here, because after you see the rest of the responses, it's like, why the hell do I want to know anything about arts and sound when they don't even know their own game? And if you read their responses, they're actually really into their arts and sound, and they know they made some mistakes and stuff, but they're okay. Because he actually talked. So it's funny. You know how we were talking about how happy Raging Spaniard was that they increased their Polygon budget and all that? The first question, by the way, to Raging Spaniard was something with Galactic Rey's face looks off. Why is it so hard to capture female faces? And Raging Spaniard gives like a 3-paragraph answer on why Galactic Legend Rey looks so off. And if you read through it, it's actually fairly interesting, right? You would still think that they should have done a better job, right? But they explain kind of why Rey's face was off. And I think that would have been a good question to maybe focus on. But when you have so many other crap things going on in the Q&A, yeah, it distracts. I don't think they trolled it, but I do like the arts and the arts. And
there's another question of like, why couldn't you have done to Rey what you guys did with Cara Dune? Because Cara Dune looks exactly like Cara Dune.
No, they answered that.
I'm just looking at Cara. She just looks incredible.
She looks exactly
Jesus. I can't get over how good she looks. I mean, she just looks amazing. So does Kreef, and the Mando looks phenomenal too. I mean, the art department deserves props, man. These characters for the Mando look just spot on, man. Yeah. I mean, just look at it. That is phenomenal.
Amazingly done.
And then I go and I look at Rey, and then I just sit there and go, see, what had happened was...
So the response he gave, right, is that attractive female faces are hard to characterize. So it's a challenge for any artist to make the faces. He said Gina Carano has particular facial traits that make it easier to slightly exaggerate her features to make her more recognizable. And we've had this discussion, right? Daisy Ridley actually gets annoyed that people call her like Keira Knightley and stuff because there's some common facial features that make it hard to distinguish her. That's why he's saying like it's a little bit difficult to capture everything about Daisy Ridley because she doesn't really have any very exaggerated features they can capture versus Gina Carano has some that they can kind of manipulate a little bit to make it more look like her from the base one. Right, and he answers the question, why does Cara Dune look so much better than Galactic Legends Rey? And he goes into a whole thing about that too. Like, these are all things that we would probably discuss if there wasn't so much awfulness by every other developer in that post. Like, poor arts and sound department, like they're doing their job. They're trying to do the best they can. Of course they mess up and we may not like something, but he's trying to give his explanation about why it happened. But nobody cares because the rest of the posts are crap and the main content of the game is apparently like a mystery to the people that coded it. Because they don't understand how freaking defense and why you can have 120% defense through mods.
Oh, God. All right, next question.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Bad Rongo.
You could just feel Finity's like his seething hatred here.
Well, okay.
Q&A.
So
wrong with him.
So the defense thing bothers me, right? But here's the real reason why it really upsets me. How many times have we said, Ranger, like, even though we may not agree with things and we yell at them because we want them to, like, improve the game and stuff, how many times have we said, like, the developers are still invested in the game, right? They want this game to be good, and we know that they're trying, we just think they're not doing it correctly, right?
Yes.
We've said that a bunch. The posts that they had last time makes it seem like they don't care. That's what bothers me about all of their responses yesterday. Like, it's one thing to not do beta testing, right? That we can have a bunch of explanations for that and we may not agree with it, but we can understand from their structure, from leaks, right? All of these different things that have happened in the past, why they don't do a beta program. They're afraid of leaks, they're afraid of information getting out, they may not have the best beta testers already, so they're not getting like full testing. They believe they're doing fine without it, even though we disagree. Like, I can kind of go along with all of that. To not understand the basics of your own game and not understand why players are suggesting certain things. And the two in particular, again, I'll go back, the defense one and then the light side GOTV, about how it is mathematically impossible for anyone, even with full relics right now, to get maximum stars in light side GOTV. And when you get a question that asks you, are we going to see a level cap increase or some kind of galactic power increase to make light side GOTV easier, to get a response of saying no shows that you do not understand your own game. So it's hard to defend them having an investment in their game versus now just purely a monetary standpoint. And they understand what the mechanics of the game are. They don't. I might have disconnected.
No, we're just letting you. I'm just letting you go.
You're here. We're
okay.
Let the hatred flow.
But it's not hatred. It's like it's
powerful thing.
No, it's a point of disappointment.
Good.
it's a point of disappointment in the game where it's now, honestly, I feel like, what are the developers?
What the hell is Buddy's up there barking? He must spot us.
Like, are they really just trying to get money from everybody? And that's what it is, right? And I was hoping in some ways, like the Galactic Legends was a good move towards Whales and Krakens. Like, yeah, you guys are spending a lot of money. We appreciate you continuing to spend with all of we know you're spending for the Star Wars IP and you haven't had a huge benefit. So here are Galactic Legends, 2 characters that are massively overpowered. Your investment in these characters should last you a long time. It's going to be hard for free-to-play players to catch up with you. And I was thinking, yeah, that's good. The ones that have invested like tens of thousands of dollars in this game deserve something in this game that gives them an advantage. They're the ones that keep the game going. I'm okay as a free-to-play player saying, yeah, they're in a different league from me. I need to stay in my lane. I'm going to play in the free-to-play
That's right, Finn. You stay in your damn lane. We don't want you over here.
Exactly.
We don't like your kind over here in our lane.
So I was okay with that. But now you have to go back and look at it. It's like, did they really care? Or are they just like, let's find more ways to milk the Whales and Krakens because they'll spend on anything. And when you don't know the concept of your own game, it's sad. It's a sad state for the game. We've had only a few of these in the game, regardless of the bad things that happen in this game and the decisions and stuff that we don't have. It's stuff like that Q&A that really puts the game in a bad state because they don't understand their own game. So how can we ask them for anything? Like, do you think they play TB at all to understand, like, when we're giving them all these, like, guild officers want to request these kind of things in TB to make our lives easier? Do you think they understand a single thing that they're asking? Because they probably don't even play TB. I mean, when you only get to level 20 and you reset your account, like, maybe you don't ever do TB. So it's like, oh, okay, well, there's this game mode and it looks like a war map or like a risk map. So let's see what units we can put here and there. They might not even understand what the issue is with why people hate platoons. Because you spend all this money investing in characters and then you can't even play with them. So it's just disappointing how disconnected they are, not just from the community, which we've known, but how much they are disconnected from the game. And I mean, Durgan makes a fair question in the chat. Says maybe we care too much about the game. Maybe. It is possible. A lot of people are tied to this game because of the Star Wars IP. But even then, most of the games that I will play, some of them I'll be extremely connected with because I like to follow it. Other games, I'll be very casual about it, and I'll pick it up and put it down and pick it up and put it down and not care so much. But invested players in a game should not be a bad thing. Like, when did it get to the point where it got when did it get to the point where being invested in this game and caring about the news of the game and caring what the developer said? When did it become a point that it becomes a bad thing? Because the developers are so awful that we are better off not caring about this game to enjoy it. Like, that's a sad state for the game.
I like how Finn, for a minute there, turned into the guy from the Planet Fitness commercial. I pick things up and put them down.
There are games that I do that with. 100% there are games that I do that with. But
me too.
It really is sad that this is where the game is right now, when they have so many people invested in this game monetarily, emotionally, because of the Star Wars IP, whatever it is. And they literally just spit on it over and over again because people will still, like, they spit on it, somebody's giving them money. They spit on it again, somebody's giving them money. And until that pattern is broken, nothing is going to change. And they're actually spitting on it more and more and more. And people are going to keep spending on this game. And it's sad. But that's the state of the game we're in. And that Q&A was awful.
It was pretty bad. Just go back and watch our responses. Yeah. All right, let's get to some more questions from the skewers because I have labor to perform.
All right, Bad Rongo question. Anyone have a prediction on how much new content they drop on May the 4th? I mean, packs. How many never-before-seen packs will be released on May the 4th? Now, I'm expecting double drops, a reward package, and then, like, a small reward package, and then, again, I mentioned
lots of events. They usually do a good job with May the 4th. They usually do a good job with May the 4th.
I would say 44 new packs.
I could see them just unloading every single pack in that store. Just like we know some of you missed some of these older packs, so here's every pack we have ever released in the store.
I know. It's like, wait a minute, this is a Rodian pack from the game first started. I don't want that.
Yep. No, I think they're going to give us the Princess Leia portrait during May the 4th.
By opening your wallet, you can achieve a power greater than any Jedi.
I mean, that's not wrong.
No, it's not. I'm not giving birth. It's manual labor. I'm going to be up there swinging the pickaxe and digging holes.
He's giving birth to a hill.
Yeah.
All right. Bill Butler CG said they placed a new raid on the back burner for something else we're going to really like. What do you think this could be? For me, I think CG is just going to release more packs.
I don't know, but that was the one that kind of piqued our interest a little bit when they said that.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope it's good, because if you just told the community you put a raid and stuff off for something else, it better sparkle, because if it doesn't, they're going to be like, so, you gave us this instead of the other thing? Why?
Oh my god. Could they have manipulated us again?
Probably.
What if they give us the opportunity of live PvP, but the live PvP is just dueling, so we can rock, paper, scissors other players?
No!
Here is your sandbox mode. We have introduced the duel into the sandbox mode, so you and somebody else can live do rock, paper, scissors.
More like it would be like we're changing Squad Arena to be 1v1 rock, paper, scissors. There you go.
Oh god.
Have fun.
God.
No, but one of the guys in one of the other Discords I'm on was like, what if this thing that we're doing something special for you is these never before seen packs?
Yeah.
Because they gave us those right after they gave us the post of the, we have something in store for you. So it could be that. I really hope it isn't.
I wonder. All right, next question, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman.
Next question is Darsion 1972. Is it time for CG to stop this nonsense with the Q&A? I'd rather them make a post and say no to everything. I've already said that's what I wish they did.
That's what I wish that we did too. We don't.
If they keep it in this format, I would rather them not even have the Q&A.
Just take a bunch of questions and then just post your responses. Then we can go through and read them instead of doing it like this. I think it's not effective.
I think no Q&A is better than this format.
Or do what?
No, I liked your original idea that you did, or where you just take it and respond every month. Say, here the questions.
All of that is better than this, but I'm saying in like the hierarchy of stuff. One, I'd rather them do an actual live Q&A.
Yeah, we've been pimping
Star Wars YouTube channel or something like that.
Well, we said we would do it for them. Devs, all you need to do is come on the channel. We'll pull the questions. You can answer it or not answer it, but we'll pull the questions for you. It's what we do, man. It's free.
Or we'll ask you the questions that you pick ahead of time. I don't even care.
Yes, good Lord. We'll answer for you so you can be online and do it.
When Chrome has been on, we've asked questions from our viewers, and he has done the whole, I can't really answer that at this time.
Yes, and that's okay.
I mean, how hard is it to do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, we did it with Carrie too. Carrie did like a full interview.
When we offer to do it for free.
I know, we are free. We are cheap labor.
We are
cheap labor, sir. But yeah, in terms of like the hierarchy, right, I would actually prefer them, one, to do it like live on a YouTube video. Two, would be a recorded video where they just go around and ask it and just post the video. That's fine with me. Three would be, and this is in order, third would be live on a podcast. If you guys like the Galactic War Report, go on the Galactic War Report and let them ask you the question.
Sure.
The next way would be to just straight up post all of the responses that you get. Pick the questions, get all the responses ahead of time. There's no reason why it needs to be done in the lunch hour. And then just at 1 p.m. Pacific time, just post the entire thing. Just all the answers. Just post it all as one giant forum post, document, whatever you want. And then just let players see everything so it's not constantly being updated in the most asinine way, because nobody wants to follow that crap except for us, for our video purposes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody wants to follow that crap. Then I would say do nothing. And then lastly is the way that they're doing it. I think doing no Q&A is better than the way that they're doing it right now, because this makes them look foolish. It makes it so they don't understand what a live Q&A really is supposed to be. And it makes their responses look that much worse because they are wasting time in this format to answer these questions.
Yes.
In this particular manner. So I would prefer it just not to be that way.
Yeah.
No, Buzzsaw BG, YouTube is full of losers. And we have 3 of them on this channel right now.
Yay!
Okay.
Hey,
We did it, guys. We worked hard. We did a good job. We suck. All right. We finally got to where we are. Poo-poo.
Hey. It's Mr. Loser to you, sir.
Right.
There you go.
I didn't go get my ass kicked for 5 years for you to call me Dr. Loser. It's Mr. Loser to you.
The F in IBF stands for I blame Floozer now. Okay.
Floozers.
Next question is from Keyboard. Question. I'm not sure about how the fear debuff works. I mean that it doesn't mean that the other side is afraid of you. Effectively, yes. They're afraid of you to the point where they don't take a turn as long as they're not hit.
They can't do anything, and yeah, it's actually a pretty.
If you hit them, it goes away. Mm-hmm. But if they have it and it gets to their turn, their turn is basically.
So, yeah, they got inside your safety bubble, and you're afraid of them now.
Pretty much. Yes.
God, I just made that freaking reference.
Yeah, you did. All right, Buzzsaw BG, question. How is it possible to answer so stupidly when you have handpicked the questions ahead of time?
We've already responded.
Because they don't realize their answers are stupid. That's the problem. Let's see. Next question is Palpatine's Nips. SWGOH. How do I get matched in GAC against someone who has 1 million more GP than I do? 4.6 million. They have 5.6 million. I don't understand.
It's your character simple. GP.
It's top 80 character GP.
Yeah, top 80 character GP, sorry.
Yep. The bottom part of your roster is irrelevant for matchups. The only thing
and we still don't know how they're introducing like the ship GP as part of that too, because that's part of the equation too.
Well,
we don't have.
Yeah, we do. It's called surprise mechanics.
That's
pretty much it kind of is.
Wrong.
I've been looking at the matchups, and the top 80 seems to be what they're matching with, regardless of ship.
But
right.
Yeah, the top 80.
But
is...
yeah, it's a strange. But you know, for the most part, I mean, it's been pretty even with the GACs I've been having. So,
yeah.
So, but yeah, don't look at your total GP. You have to kind of figure that out, and it's not easy. But what's the thing that you can use, Finn? The matchup thing.
The DSR bot?
The DSR bot. That's a great way to see.
There's some spreadsheets that are better than the DSR bot.
Sure, there's those too. I'm just throwing stuff out there that you can use and see what's being matched up.
Yep. All right, we'll do a few more questions here. I know we have you guys have a lot of questions. I queued this up around when we started question time, so we'll just stop at the end of these questions. So, let's see. Next one, CBO97. Why is Han not usable in the Kara event? I've heard that. I haven't done it yet.
I don't know. Let's go look real quick. Let's see. We'll go into the. I mean, I did it already, but let's.
All right. So Wall Ranger's doing that. Next question.
Under the bonus tier or just any tier?
I'm assuming bonus tier. Just see if
Han and the bonus tier. Okay, so let me go to the bonus tier and let's see here.
I'll let people check because I haven't done it yet. So. There's anyone that allows for rebels is the main one. No, CBO is saying any of them. They're saying in any of the tiers, Han is not allowed.
In bonus tier, you can.
Not there.
Yeah, Stormtrooper Han would have
been at the. No. They're talking about OG Han.
OG Han.
OG Han is missing from the
list. Oh no, he is gone. I think you're talking about Stormtrooper Han. Oh no, he's not there.
No, they're talking about OG Han.
Oh no, you got everybody but OG Han. Oh no.
Yeah, I've been hearing that OG Han is just like straight up missing from the list when you're doing this.
Wow, that one's a little strange. I don't know why that is.
I'm wondering if there's any other characters we're missing that aren't showing up because of some kind of synergy, but
I don't know. That's a good. He's a scoundrel.
Hold on. It was Grandmaster Yoda there?
Let me look at Jedi. Yeah, he's there.
He's there? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Watt is not there too. Let me look at Separatists. Oh, yeah, look here. Yeah, no Watt either. Huh. I don't know what to tell you, folks.
Is Kenobi?
Which Old Ben or General?
General Kenobi.
Let me look. Yeah, he's there.
Kenobi's there. Okay.
So is Old Ben.
Well, Old Ben, I was trying to think if maybe they.
It's the first turn mechanic. That's why.
Yeah. It's the bonus.
That's why. Yeah, that makes sense. Good catch there, Buzzsaw. That makes sense. If it's they just didn't want that mechanic in there where you can go first.
Yay! Okay. We can theory craft without using all the characters that we would potentially use with the character. Yay!
We did it, guys. We worked hard. We did a good job. We did it. It's great.
Okay. Next question. Zoloft Zebra, could you go over some of the factors that you use to sell spliced mods besides the obvious speed arrow and secondary stats?
If they hit shit stats, like if I got an offensive mod that has defensive, it's just a certain, like if they don't hit like something big too. Like there are mods that I'll keep, like offense sets that hit like a crit chance, like 3, like when I first get it or something like that. I'm going to keep that mod. I mean, if it's got 5% crit chance and it's an offensive mod, I don't care if that it doesn't have speed. I'm keeping it, right? Health.
I think it's the 3 that you mentioned is going to be the critical thing.
Right. Or like even if it's a 2, but if it's like a health primary with health secondary, right? And health percentage.
But that's not at a gold, right? Like if you're
no, I'm not talking about gold, but I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm talking about those are kind of certain mods that I keep, like protection with protection secondaries, right? I'm going to keep that mod because that's really good, right? But other than that, if it's like a tenacity mod that hit nothing, like 2/2/2, and it's all like not even stats that work, I'm just like, nope, get that shit out of here.
Yeah. So it's basically as long as you have one stat that hit at least 3 or you have something matching that's worthwhile, that's the main thing. So, yeah, 2s across the board for a gold mod is usually like 90% of the time crap, so you're usually pretty safe to sell. Let's see. Next one. Darkseid 1972. Question for Finn. How many Cantina refreshes do I need to get 23 of the green incomplete salvage? It's the last piece I need to start tickets on Ray. What?
Is he talking about the relic?
Read that again. Say that again.
Or?
He said, how many Cantina refreshes do I need to get 23 of the green incomplete salvages? It's the last piece I need to start on tickets for Ray. I think the incomplete is the first one, right? Is the incomplete the first? I can't remember, but the first one drops at about a rate of 1.2 per attempt, or per energy, or per attempt. The next one, the middle one, and I can't remember which order it is, so bear with me. I don't remember which one the fragment is, but the first one is 1.2, the middle one is 1, and then the last one is 0.8 for the 3 different items you need from the cantina. I think that's what you're referring to. I'm a little confused on the question. I think the green one is the first one, right? I can't remember exactly, but yeah, that's the order, if I remember correctly, for the 3. Yeah. Dark Jar Jar question: do you try to make 3 teams out of your resistance? I put Zeta back on Finn and it can work. No, 1 team with resistance. Pretty much it. Zeta Finn can work, but the condition is that you have somebody without taunt. As long as your opponent doesn't have taunt, then you're okay. If your opponent has taunt, you get stuck behind that taunt, and then Finn can't do his leader ability and hit different targets that have the explosive. So that's where the Finn lead falls apart. So you really have to select wisely for offensive attacks. It can work. It's not the easiest thing to work. So, yeah, I put the Zeta back on once they originally changed it to play around. He's much better as a 5th on the Ray team. Keyboard question: when you are doing mod sets with crit chance and crit damage, does it matter where you put them? No. As long as you have 4 crit damage mods and 2 crit chance mods, you will get the bonus for both of them. It does not matter whether or not you have one of them as a square and one of them as a diamond. It doesn't matter. So you can mix and match all you want, but the only thing is you need to hit the number of pieces of each of the sets to get the bonus. That's it. And then last question, Darkseid 1972 question: Ranger, how long did it take you to unlock Ray farming the tickets? I'll be farming them soon. I'm trying to get an idea. I also have all of Ray's gear and relics ordered.
Well, let me tell you a story. So, once I was able to unlock the event, it took me about... and that's using the 350s and the 3100s. It took me, I'd say, a week minimum to get her the 330 shards. Roughly. So 7 to 10 days if you do that. And that depends on the drop rate. Some days are better than others. Let me just put it that way. Some days were really bad. Like, two tickets? Really? 2 goddamn tickets, that's all I get? Stupid game.
sometimes it ends up being really bad, and it's like, oh, you get nothing, sir.
No, you always get something. It's always something. So minimum I always got was 2, but I'd have days was like 2, 2, 4, and I'm like, oh my god, like really? Kiss my ass. And then some days, would be a little better where I'd get like 5, 6, and then I get an 11. I'm like, oh, thank you. But yeah, those days that you don't get the drop rates you want, but it's going to take you, I'd say doing that, it's going to take you between 7 and 10 days. But then you have to remember too, that that's just an unlocker. You still didn't have to keep farming tickets, doing the same thing for tier 4, 5, and 6. And then you got to farm 700 tickets, I think, because you have to do the ultimate 10 times to get the ability done. So, and there's no auto button, so you have to do the battles each time. But, I mean, on average, it's about 25%. On average, it's between 5 and 6 that you'll average on the pull. So, it's about 7 to 10 days it'll take you to do that, if you do it that way. I'm just saying, so.
All right, that's it for the questions when I queued it up. I know we had
Lego had a question I thought I saw in there.
Lego?
Yeah, go back and see if there's any Lego question that he did.
No, Lego at the very end said that he had no more questions. No, he went to bed.
Yeah, but he said he was still up. He had a question. If you go back and pull questions, just look for one from Lego. We'll do that one.
Let me look.
Yeah. If you just look real quick, Chris, for Lego's question.
All right. Hold on. Did he put question in front of it? Did you?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay. So let's check. Yeah. Okay, I do see that. So I got a question. It says, sorry, I do have a question. Should I Zeta the first order characters while I'm gearing them, or should I hold them all and only place them when I need them after I'm ready and I'm attempting the Galactic Legend?
Well, first of all, hold them, because first of all, you need 6. 6 Zetas.
Yeah, for Kylo himself.
Right. So after that, then you can worry about Zetaing other characters on that team. If you can get away without doing it, then don't. I mean, certain characters on the team, their Zetas are great, like Kylo's and stuff like that. But if you haven't done it now, at least get 120 in the bank, because you're going to need 6 for Supreme Leader. Then after that, if you want to, as you get them, put them on some of the characters you think you might need, go for it. They help. But yeah, until you get to 120, don't spend them anywhere. Especially since we know you're going for Supreme Leader Kylo, you're going to need 120 Zeta mats and Omega mats and all that stuff. So. All right, so I think that wraps it up. So with that, we're going to call this one done. So make sure you guys hit the like button before you get out of here. We would pretty much appreciate it, very much appreciate if you would. It does help the channel get our videos out there, content to the YouTube world. Also, subscribe if you haven't. If you like the content that we're doing, please do. I'm going to try to do a video later tonight when I get done with everything. With Sir Loki, we're going to do the tier 4 and 5 battles to get to tier 6 battles for the ultimate ability. So I said I would show that on the stream and stream for you guys, so we'll do that. So look out for that video. Other than that, I don't think we have anything else going on tonight, right?
McVenom at 8 p.m.
Oh yeah, McVenom. I knew there was something. Damn it. Mm-hmm. So check out McVenom stuff, and then tomorrow we'll have the Jedi Academy. I'll do my GAC. Then I'll be outside working.
I'm putting the link for McVenom's stream in the chat so you guys can hang out there.
That's right. So
you guys can go there and hang out for like 6 hours and just chat up in there.
Yep.
So
let's support McVenom tonight. Let's really support it tonight. I'll remind you guys when I do the Loki thing. I'll try to do it before hers, depending on. Oh God.
Shadowval, why do you ask that question? Seriously.
What did he ask?
He asked a question. Should I keep going for Galactic Legend Ray or focus shift on the Mando tunes? Go finish your Galactic Legends. God damn, Shadow. You know the answer to that. Stop being silly.
Finish the Legends. By the time you finish the Legends, the Mando tunes will be farmable.
So
yeah. And Cara Dune is unlocked, so you can stare at her even without
I've got mine unlocked. I just like to sit here and just stare at her.
Exactly. You can just stare at her without her being on... Yeah, you can just stare at her without being...
God, look at those arms. Oh, Jesus. Please, Cara. Please hurt me. Please. All right, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for being here. So stay safe, wash your hands, keep your social distancing going. And with that, we will see you guys later on. Peace out.